It's time for some hoops at the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder here in downtown Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thrilled to be back in Oklahoma City. The Thunder ready for that home court advantage. They're one of the most dangerous teams in the NBA right now. No question, they've won 7 of their last 8.
Well, it's really not a surprise to anybody that they're having the kind of season that they are, Kevin. You wouldn't have expected anything less from the defending champs.
And, Steve, they've got a very legitimate chance to be wearing that crown again at the end of this season. I mean, with the experience of last year still fresh in their minds, and quite honestly, they're my pick to go all the way.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Spurs. Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Thomas Robinson. And it's Tinsley in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Both free throws good from Westbrook. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Suns.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher mentally and physically if you're going to win on the road.
Oklahoma City shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. Durant hits them both.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
Jackson kicks to Robinson. And there's the pass to Green. Kicks it out to Leonard. Wide open look. Almost, but it rolls out.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Here's Perkins. No good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
And Kevin, I kept waiting for them to get back into that game. It seemed like they were capable of it, but it just never happened.
Well, I didn't see it, Steve. I mean, you had much more faith in them than I did. I didn't think they were showing any signs of life. We were watching the same thing, but perceiving it differently.
And Green gets it to go. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They set the screen. Westbrook with it. Now Green defending. And Westbrook, here we go. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Jackson kicks to Robinson. Jackson passes to Robinson. Jackson setting the pick here for Robinson. Back to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson dishes to Green. That's good.
Looked like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. It's Westbrook with the drive, and he gets it to go.
And they'd love to have a few more easy baskets like that to kind of set the tone for the rest of the game.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside Jackson. Dishes to Green. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Ibaka sets the pick for Durant. That was good.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Spurs trail by 4. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Look at Danny Green. Let's take a little bit closer look at his stats. His last 10 games, he's putting up about 12 points per game, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. I'm sure he's happy with the way things have been going. Those are some nice, steady numbers.
Well, how could he be unhappy about him, Steve? I mean, he'd probably like to see just a little more of an uptick in him, just the same, but nothing to not be content about there.
Here's Money. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Suns in Phoenix. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Count that one. Westbrook's got 9.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Now here's Jackson. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Robinson sets a screen for Green. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul.
Oh, yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I'd prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Robinson kicks to Leonard. Left side, Leonard. Outside, Green.
They've done a terrific job rebounding here so far, allowing no second chance points. Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Nice step back to get it off. 6 points for Kevin Durant. Spurs trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kevin. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Okay, listen up. I want you to push the ball in transition. We rebound the basketball and get out. We need everyone filling the lanes. We can beat them back for some easy baskets. Now let's go.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Scott Brooks... The focus of the discussion was getting their offense to run through Money. It's no secret that he's their go-to guy, and Coach's message was simple. Get the ball in his hands early and often to let him establish his rhythm, and the rest of the offense should fall in place. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Pass to Money. Fade away, and he gets the bucket. Oh, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pile.
Here's Robinson after the made shot from Money. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Back to Leonard. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And now let's have a look at the NBA's top snipers, shooting guards with the highest percentage from three-point territory over the last month. Well, you look at Money, a dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
These are the gunners, guys. They've got the green light at all times because we know what they can do beyond the arc.
Freedom given is freedom earned, Steve. By putting up those kinds of numbers, they've earned their freedom. And at that position, you got a job to do, and they do it well.
Spurs trail by 12. Jackson passes to Tinsley. There's the bucket, good. Tinsley's got his first 2 points. And here now the Thunder. Outside Westbrook. Durant, the pass to Money. Back to Durant. Left side Durant. And the shot is long.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Green dishes to Jackson. Robinson goes in. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Ibaka.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Down low. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Ibaka's got his first points of the night.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all. They've been able to score with ease.
Jackson against Westbrook. That's tipped. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. There's the lob to the hoop. And then Durant with the jam.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Jackson kicks to Tinsley. No luck. And the Thunder going the other way now. Here's Money. He has 5. Second shot opportunity. Rebound, Thomas Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Green passes to Jackson. There's the dish to Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson setting the pick here for Leonard. Here's Green. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Green's got 6 points.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Here's Money. Feeds it to Westbrook. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
And so it's San Antonio with it. They trail by 14. And Jackson gets it to go. Jackson's got his second bucket of the night.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them. That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Leonard attacking. He kicks to Tinsley. Robinson dishes to Tinsley. Left side Jackson.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
San Antonio shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team.
I like that shooting.
That mark.
And the Thunder going with the... Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. On the court right now for the Spurs. Anderson is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Caron Butler. Then it's Thomas Robinson. Back to Butler. The feed now to Anderson. 6 to shoot. Unloads. Drains the 19-footer. Anderson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He typically may not contribute a lot, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the ability to.
Westbrook kicks to McGarry. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's sent back by Robinson. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Durant against Leonard. Back to Anderson. Here's Mark. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Perkins is checked in for Oklahoma City. Baca comes in for Kent Bazemore. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Green's checked in.
Got a lot of momentum going with his own game. It's been great today. Just as hot as he was last time out.
Anderson passes to Green. There's a good screen. San Antonio again missing. The Thunder leading by 6. Durant just inside the line.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Spurs have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Robinson against Ibaka. Over in the corner, Green from downtown. Again, the miss by Green.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently. Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Spurs trail by 10. Anderson outside. There's the pick. Shot from the wing. They get the rebound.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Suns played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 31 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. His coach said when he gets in the zone like he did, there is no stopping him. Just a dominating display from the star we're accustomed to seeing, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game. Clearly, Steve.
Yeah, he played a huge role for them. His contributions are always important, but I thought he was particularly good that night.
Yeah, he was very solid. Just really locked in, engaged, on task. Solid performance tonight.
Splitters checked in for San Antonio.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Kicks it to Robinson. Anderson, a screen on Perkins. Here's Splitter. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Splitters got it back down to single digits for San Antonio.
I think our shot selection could be a lot better on the offensive end, so be patient. If you don't have an open look, move the basketball. Eventually, someone's going to be wide open for the shot. Now let's go.
While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. Number 1, the Thunder.
Kevin, individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
And here now the Thunder. They've led by as many as 14 points. Money, and the bank shot is good. Money's got 4 this quarter.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Westbrook against Anderson. The drive by Green. 11 feet away. Splitter misses. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Screen by Perkins. Here's Money. No good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Now here's Anderson, averaging 12 points a game. Anderson right side. Here's Splitter. Can't hit. Nice D from Durant. Thunder have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. No good for Money.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out. Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Here's Robinson following the score by Oklahoma City. Such a wide open look. Leonard's got his second bucket.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Westbrook with the bucket.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And some changes here. Tinsley's checked in, and it's Jackson in for Daniel Green. Outside Jackson. Outside Leonard. From 18 feet away, and the shot is good. Leonard's got 4 this quarter.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
Durant kicks to Westbrook. Fires from 14, and Durant gets it to go. The assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Well, there you go. If you're going to continue to give up open jump shots, you're not going to get back into this game.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 6. Anderson kicks to Tinsley. Here's Leonard, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
Again, Durant missing.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Splitter with the ball. It's Ibaka picking him up. Passes it to Jackson. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Here's Money. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 14 points for Money.
How about that for a response?
We'll say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Jackson kicks to Anderson. Tinsley dishes to Leonard. The Spurs have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. A free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. So both teams making some changes.
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
And that concludes the first half. Thunder out in front. They're up by 9. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, you obviously found your rhythm offensively. Tell us how you've gotten into that groove.
Well, I'm just playing off of my teammates. They're doing a great job of penetrating and kicking. And I'm not trying to force anything. I'm playing my game with an offense, and shots are starting to fall for me.
Kevin, thank you so much. Always a humble superstar, guys.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Okay, fellas, nice job sticking to the plan in the first half. Now let's widen the gap and get these fans even more fired up. A big difference in this game has been our ability to not only pressure them into mistakes, but to turn those mistakes into baskets. A lot of our points have come off turnovers, and if that keeps up, we'll be in very good shape. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
About to get going. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
I like that he didn't force anything in that first half. His decision-making was really flawless.
That being the case, Steve, I think they want him to be more assertive in the second half. Look to take more shots. Be a little more shot hungry, even the tough ones.
Locking at the 4 with Perkins at the pivot. Money out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the small forward position. That's the move for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. And we've had a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. Look at Oklahoma City earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the San Antonio Spurs, 7.5 games behind.
For the Thunder, Kevin, they played terrific basketball this year. They haven't missed a beat after the success they had last season. So it's hard to find a team that matches up with them comfortably.
Well, you're right, Clark. I mean, they would probably have the upper hand against almost any team in this league. I mean, they're a very difficult matchup. They've got plenty of talent, and they're so well coached. And what I like is they play hard every single night.
Here's Jackson following the basket by Russell Westbrook.
So we got a moment now to check out the story on Reggie Jackson. How last month turned out for him. He's putting up about 12 points per game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And those are tremendous assist totals. You don't even need the numbers, really, to see just how confident he is with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, that's really accurate, Steve. I mean, he is loving playing the quarterback for them.
Westbrook passes to Durant. The pass to Money. Shot clock at 6. With the fadeaway. Rebound, San Antonio. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Leonard kicks to Robinson. And Durant comes to help. Here's Tinsley. And it's Durant with the rebound. Oklahoma City leading by 8. To the paint. Here's Money. Boom! He jams it straight down.
See the way he times his passes so well? That's a great assist.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Outside Jackson. There's the pick. And Green now, top of the key. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Green. 2 shots. And both free throws good for Green. Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Left side of Ibaka. Wide open. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 6th assist on the night.
You know, his shot's been pretty accurate today, but he has not had his usual share of opportunities.
Now here's Jackson. 14 points for him. Six to shoot. Outside, Green. It's Jackson with the drive. The Thunder pull it in. Perkins got his 3rd rebound tonight. Durant dishes to Westbrook. Pass to Money. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Spurs. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I think there's still enough time for them here, Kevin. I think there's a good chance they can make it happen.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to take a pretty big run. They're going to have to be almost perfect to get this one done.
And so here is Oklahoma City after the basket by San Antonio. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Jackson passes to Green. Back to Jackson. Robinson down low. Defended by Ibaka. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Spurs trail by 8, and that one's good.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
McGarry's checked in. The Spurs making a change here.
And now a look at where Kevin Durant sits in the rankings. First in shooting percentage. And he's also the #2 3-point shooter in the league in terms of percentage. So this guy can light it up.
I don't think we can overlook the fact that he's the top field goal percentage shooter in the league. I mean, lights out. That's really the only way to describe it. He doesn't miss much.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Passes it to Money. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Money's got 4 points now in the quarter. Spurs trail by 6. Outside Jackson. To the wing on the left. Here's Robinson. Another one falls for San Antonio.
This game has taken on a new feel since halftime.
For sure. The energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break.
And there's the pass to Money. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist in the game. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Mark. Ibaka with some nice D.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Inside, here's Mark, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark Power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
We have the break in the action. Let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. In fourth, the Spurs.
Now, they've been solid defensively, maybe a little fortunate at times when teams have had off nights, but overall, pretty solid defense.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Bazemore is checked in. Now here's Jackson. He's got 14. And here's Anderson from the arc. That one goes. Count it. Anderson's got 7 points.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Here's Money. He's got 21. Westbrook wide open. He fires. They get it back. Goes up again, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Lamb is checked in for Russell Westbrook. Jackson dishes to Anderson. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. He's got 9. The Thunder with the lead. Lamb passes to Money. Off the screen and blocked. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Jones is checked in. Spates checked in for San Antonio. Butler comes in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Money, defended by Butler. Here's Lamb, and the jumper is on the mark. Spurs trail by 4. And Anderson kicks to Spates. Spurs working the ball around now. Outside Butler. Fires the 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
The defense sagged off, and, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that 3.
Here's Lamb. The stupendous finish in traffic. Lamb's got 6.
The height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Here's the screen. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Lets it go with a 3. The shot no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Outside Leonard. Butler kicks to Leonard. He feeds it to Splitter. Knocks it loose. He lobs it up.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
San Antonio's gotten the 3 ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. No good from Money.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
Now, here's Spates. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And it's Butler missing.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Jones, the pass to Money. He dishes it to Bazemore. Here's Money. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pass to Spates. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Where was he going with that pass? That's just an awful turnover.
So both teams changing it up here. 1:19 left to play here in the 3rd. Lamb passes to Money. No good on the triple. San Antonio's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Tinsley dishes to Anderson. Now Tinsley. averaging 6 points per contest, just 4 to shoot. The layup off target.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Dishes to Bazemore. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Money. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Money's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Spurs trail by 5. Anderson kicks to Spates. Outside Butler. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game. The shot by Tinsley, no good. And here we go with Jeremy Lamb. He has 6. Here's Money. Here's Clemens. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Pretty shot without a second to spare.
That can be so demoralizing for the team that gives up a shot like that to close out a quarter.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Thunder lead by 7. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
It's go time. Check in. I'm on it.
Subbed in for Thomas Robinson. The Thunder leading by 6. On the floor for San Antonio, Caron Butler is out there with Anderson. Then there's Maurice Spates, and it's Tinsley in at the center position.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Here's Anderson. The Thunder making the shot. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. And that one swishes right in. Anderson's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Money's checked in for Lamb. And the Spurs. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Jackson. There's the dish to Green. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
Now here's Westbrook. Left side, Westbrook. The tricky little pass fake there, working well. Westbrook's got 21 in the game.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
Spates against Ibaka. Tinsley pass to Anderson. To the inside. And there's a nice one-handed slam. Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
So it's the Thunder now, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Money, and powered down the champ.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Spurs trail by 8. Jackson kicks to Anderson. Back to Jackson. Spades with it. 5 to shoot. Feeds it to Green. Shot off the pick. Again, the miss by Green. The Thunder leading by 8. Durant dishes to Ibaka. Westbrook with it. Now Green defending.
What a game we've seen here for money. 28 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And those steals are all the evidence you need of just how high his basketball IQ is. He really sees the floor well defensively.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Spates. And it's Leonard in for Anderson. Now here's Jackson. Here's Leonard. Off target from three-point range. Westbrook against Green. Outside Westbrook. He kicks it to Durant. This one for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Spurs trail by 9. Back to Green. Fades away. Good. 11 points for Kawhi Leonard.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
Westbrook drives in. San Antonio with the rebound. 1:53 left in the game. The open shot from Jackson. Misses off the left iron.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
Here's Money, headed by Green. Here's Money. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. He gets the first. That stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. He both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He gave his guys the green light to keep firing from downtown, telling them, listen, I like the work you're doing out there. Keep finding those gaps on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots.
Thanks again, Doris. .124 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Jackson. Connects from three-point range.
Something's starting to click for this team, guys. You can feel it. The three-pointers are dropping. Their offense is flowing.
They've had a great second half from long range.
Here's Money. Right side Westbrook. Just 5 on the clock. Robinson with the block. Here's Leonard. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Oklahoma City's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Money. Back to Westbrook. Pass to Money. 6 to shoot. The shot no good. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Time running low here. They need a hoop.
Yeah, score quickly and then foul him right away.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Yes!
Boy, their defense making an impact here late, Kevin.
And straight off the steal, Clark, a perfectly run fast break ends in the slam dunk.
That could be a huge 4-point swing in this game.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that puts them up by 5. Here's Jackson. Outside, Green. Robinson inside. Some solid defense from Ibaka.
I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Perfectly done at the stripe there, and that brings their lead up to an even more comfortable level.
A 3-ball. Nails the triple. Here's Money, and now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
From midcourt. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win is a good win.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, big numbers for you on the offensive end. How were you able to consistently get your shot?
I just put in so many hours in the gym, on playgrounds and everywhere in between. Now my shot is just as consistent as it gets. I can make most shots blindfolded, honestly. Making them in the game with my eyes open, that's a piece of cake. As you can see with my stats.
Well done. Kevin, over to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Well, that'll do it for us. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, Kevin Harlan saying so long. As we end the game, we bring you our Jordan Player of the Game.